Donald Trump's support between the national Republican primary voters has yet to the highest level. His legal problems did not harm his agreement with the primary voters. And some of his latest controversial statements are echoed with many GOPs and MAGA voters. Republican voters. Nikki Haley, Joe Biden, Trump or Ron Desantis, with a wider difference in a wider difference. Even if it manages. Trump's best bet to defeat Joe Biden in November.We show. Some his competitors claimed that Trump's ongoing legal problems could harm chances of the general elections. But Republican voters still see best chance to defeat Biden. And generals actually want some these Republicans. And while Nikki Haley's perceived election continues to increase, their numbers are not near Trump. Are Trump expressions and MAGA ideas echo in wider GOP voters? Republican voters want candidate to promise tax deductions, which has been a long-standing call in GOP, and challenges consistent call in this campaign. But then, there are other ideas and expressions that Frontrunner made late with criticism of Trump's political opponents. About immigrants, one of them is to use phrase poisoning blood of country when defining immigrants who enter United States illegally. Although voter does not participate this language in general. 8 of 10 Republican primary say that they agree with same agreement on this. Both GOP and MAGA contains majority of non-MAGA. Other ideas separate Republican primary voters sometimes along the lines without magamaga. Perhaps most importantly, many of these ideas and expressions do not disqualify most still support for nomination. Even if the Republicans do not participate in Trump in these items, here are some examples: revenge or repayment. Most MAGA voters want to prosecute their competitors if they are elected, while the few of the 10 Republican voters who do not want Trump to do so still support him. Relations with Allies Half MAGA voters would remove USA from NATO, and most of other GOP will oppose most primary voters. However, Trump has wide clues between the two groups regardless of their support to NATO. On loyalty in government, there is less support. Ideas such as abolition, federal workers who do not have Trump supporters. Almost no one does not want government officials to loyal to Trump through U.S. Constitution, and there is little support for idea punishing media organizations criticizing it. However, Republican voters vote overwhelmingly Trump, regardless their position in each these items, and voters tend to think that Trump means what he says. Can something change from here? Trump's support is both big and robust, more than all other GOP candidates. Most of Trump says that they will not change their minds and continue to enjoy a solid ground under the support that voters do not only think of themselves and anyone else. Trump's competitors hope that individual state performances will change this dynamics. But most national voters say that the